I've only got these 2 animations to show at the moment. Honestly, I've been putting a lot of time into the finals, but I'm also hatching up a scene idea I know you all will like. The only issue is that I need to find somebody else to voice act for the main robot. I don't want to voice act 2 characters and you can go, oh, isn't that just the same dude? Honestly, listening to myself voice multiple people, I can tell it's me pretty easily. Got a few people I know in mind, it's just getting down to who fits the role best to me. To give a piece of what the animation will be like, starts with a tiny tussle, flows into a high and mighty talk, and ends in a finishing bout. There's a few things I want to learn, like lightning and electricity effects, to sell the final stretch to the scene. It'll also be helpful for the future. As you can see in the background, or in the background footage, it's just me sketching out the storyboard for the scene. On top of that, I also want to learn IK a bit more. I want to know things like making the armature focus on a specific limb. For example, take a doll or something like a cloth, pinch a single part of it and just play with it. That's the thing I want to do with my models. Things like letting it spin on a single foot or on a hand, tossing one another holding onto a specific piece of them. Something I don't know well enough yet. Anyways, now let's discuss how well I did with these animations. They're fine, they're a bit rushed, and my process is still a bit messy. First animation with the simple stomp is nice and smooth looking, just really short. I really can't complain about it. It's honestly a nice animation, just needs a little bit more. As for the second one, on the other hand, just needs just a bit more stuff. Idle movement being the main issue in this one. Sure, the character isn't a breathing being, but it was once human. The idle animation here could play a role in the lore. So fidgeting and idle movement should be done to calm the mind when realizing it isn't doing it. Like in Destiny with Exo's breathing or eating. Plus, working on it was a pain because I posed first, voiced, fixed elements, then animated everything correctly. This is not the process I will do in the future. Instead, I'm going to start with the lines the character says, skip the basic poses and just leave that in the storyboard, get the voice lines recorded, then animate it along with the audio. I don't know what the process is like for bigger teams or high-end people, but this sounds like it'll work for me a bit better than what I've done in the past already. So I'll test it out with the next scene that I'm working on, just to see if it, is for me. And I leave off with that. Not eventful, which sucks to say, but as these weeks go on, I want to make these animations bigger and bigger as I go into modeling the settings and more characters. You'll just have to wait to see, sadly. So, see you later.